Remember tariffs? Those age-old economic tools that seem to pop up in every political debate? Yeah, they're like that old sweater you find in the back of your closet. You know the one, dusty, forgotten, but somehow still there. You think they're gone for good, but then, bam! They're back in style, just like those retro fashion trends that keep making a comeback. Or at least that's what some politicians want you to think. They bring tariffs back into the conversation as if they're the latest must-have accessory. Tariffs have been a hot topic of debate since, well, forever. From the early days of trade to modern economic policies, they've always been in the spotlight. Politicians love to dust them off whenever they need a scapegoat for economic woes. It's almost like a ritual. Blame the tariffs, blame the foreigners. It's not our fault, they cry. It's those darn foreigners. It's a tale as old as time, a convenient excuse for complex economic issues. But are tariffs really the economic silver bullet they're made out to be? Can they truly solve the problems they claim to address? Or are they more like a rusty old blunderbuss, likely to do more harm than good? Outdated, clunky, and potentially dangerous if not handled properly. Let's dive in and find out. We'll explore the history, the arguments for and against, and the real impact tariffs have on our economy. Buckle up, it's going to be an enlightening journey through time and trade. Okay, so tariffs might seem like some abstract economic mumbo-jumbo, but trust me, they hit you right where it hurts, your wallet. See, a tariff is basically a tax on imported goods. That fancy new phone you're eyeing? Tariff. That imported cheese you love? Tariff. Those car parts your mechanic needs? You guessed it, tariff. These tariffs drive up prices, making everything more expensive for you, the consumer. And who benefits? Well, sometimes domestic industries get a short-term boost, but often it's just the government raking in more tax dollars. Let's take a spin through the auto industry, shall we? It's a perfect example of how tariffs can backfire like a faulty transmission. Remember when the Trump administration slapped tariffs on imported steel and aluminum? Well, that move hit American car manufacturers like Stellantis, the folks behind Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep, right in the gas tank. See, those tariffs made it more expensive to build cars in America, which meant higher prices for consumers and fewer cars sold. Ouch. Unions on the line, the UAW, and trade wars. Now let's talk about unions, specifically the United Auto Workers, or UAW. These folks have been fighting tooth and nail for decades to protect American jobs and ensure fair wages for their members. But here's the thing. Tariffs are a double-edged sword for unions. On one hand, they can offer some protection from cheaper foreign competition. On the other hand, they can lead to job losses if companies decide to move production overseas to avoid those pesky tariffs. It's a delicate balancing act, and the stakes are high for everyone involved. The tariff tightrope. Walking a fine line. Look, tariffs aren't inherently evil. They can be a legitimate tool to protect domestic industries from unfair competition or to punish countries that violate trade agreements. But they're also a blunt instrument that can easily backfire, hurting consumers, businesses, and even the very workers they're supposed to protect. It's like trying to perform surgery with a chainsaw. It's messy, unpredictable, and likely to leave some serious scars. Robots at the wheel, automation, and the future of jobs. In this section, we delve into the profound impact that automation is having on the job market and what it means for the future of work. As we stand on the brink of a new industrial revolution, it's crucial to understand the dynamics at play. But here's the real kicker. Even if we could somehow magically solve all trade disputes and create the perfect tariff policy, there's a bigger threat looming on the horizon: automation. This isn't just a distant possibility, it's happening right now, reshaping industries and economies at an unprecedented pace. Robots, those tireless, wage-demanding machines, are coming for our jobs, and frankly, they're pretty darn good at what they do. They don't need breaks, they don't get sick, and they can work around the clock without a single complaint. This efficiency is both their greatest strength and our biggest challenge. This is happening across industries, from manufacturing to customer service. In factories, robots are assembling products with precision and speed that humans simply can't match. In customer service, automated systems are handling inquiries and solving problems without the need for human intervention. The reach of automation is vast and growing. Tariffs or no tariffs, we need to start thinking about how we're going to adapt to this new reality and ensure that everyone has a shot at a decent livelihood in the age of automation. This means investing in education and training programs that equip workers with the skills needed for the jobs of the future. It also means rethinking our economic policies to support those who are displaced by technological advancements. The future of work is uncertain. But with proactive planning and a commitment to inclusivity, we can navigate this transition and create a more equitable society for all. United we stand, global worker solidarity. In today's interconnected world, the challenges faced by workers are no longer confined to local or national boundaries. The issues of trade, automation, and economic disparity are global, affecting workers from every corner of the planet. So, what's the solution to this whole trade and automation mess? It's a complex problem with no easy answers, but one thing is clear: the power of unity and collective action cannot be underestimated. When workers from different industries and countries come together, they can create a force strong enough to demand change. Well, it's not going to be easy, but one thing's for sure: we need to stop fighting amongst ourselves and start working together. The divisions that have been sown between us only serve to weaken our collective strength. By recognizing our shared struggles and common goals, we can build a movement that transcends borders and industries. The real battle isn't between American workers and Chinese workers or Mexican workers. It's not about pitting one group against another. Instead, it's about understanding that we all face similar challenges, regardless of where we come from. The true conflict lies in the disparity between labor and capital. It's between labor and capital, between the folks who bust their butts every day and the folks who reap the rewards. The workers who toil in factories, warehouses, and offices are the backbone of the global economy, yet they often see the least benefit from their hard work. Meanwhile, those at the top continue to amass wealth and power. We need to build a global movement of workers who demand fair wages, safe working conditions, and a just transition to a future where technology benefits everyone, not just the wealthy few. This means advocating for policies that protect workers' rights, ensuring that advancements in technology do not come at the expense of human dignity and livelihoods. It's time to ditch the US versus them mentality and embrace the power of solidarity. By standing together, we can push for changes that will create a more equitable and just world for all workers. Solidarity is not just a slogan, it's a powerful tool for achieving real, lasting change. After all, we're all in this together, folks. Our strength lies in our unity, and by supporting one another, we can build a future where every worker is valued and respected. Let's stand together, fight together, and win together. The future of work depends on it.